Damon Hill and Martin Brundle have weighed in on a new rule change launched at the Miami Grand Prix. Damon Hill has supported Martin Brundle's comments about a major F1 rule change introduced in Miami. The two former British F1 stars have called out the new driver introduction ceremony which made its debut last weekend. Rapper LL Cool J gave a short introduction to each of the 20 drivers on the grid in a glitzy walkout ceremony familiar with American events like NASCAR and IndyCar. The feature is expected to be used at other races this season, but Hill and Brundle are not fans. The two stars disagree with Lewis Hamilton, who threw his weight behind the new system after the race. Hill told the F1 Nation podcast, "I thought it was what we kind of expected to hype it up. They got the crowd all whipped up and stuff, but I do feel a little bit for the drivers. They've got to get themselves ready for the Grand Prix and they're literally minutes away from getting in the car. They've got that on top of the grid walk and all the questions they get from people like us and Martin Brundle trying to grab a driver. By that time they just don't want to talk to anyone. It's moved it away from the actual normal course of preparation for a Grand Prix, and now they've had to do this little bit." Brundle warned the new format could fade away the excitement as cars peel out of the pots and make their way onto the grid. Speaking on the Sky Sports F1 podcast, Brundle said, "I thought it was a bit two-dimensional, to be honest. They'd already seen the drivers anyway on the driver parade. I found it odd it had its back to the grid, we couldn't see it. I don't know, did it really add anything? Just some generic lines and the drivers come out. But I'm very open to change and you have to keep your mind open to this." The introductions were not backed by many drivers, including George Russell and Max Verstappen. The Dutchman branded the new changes unnecessary, while the Mercedes star felt they were a distraction. However, Hamilton supported F1 bosses as he branded the ceremony cool. He commented, "I think it's cool that the sport's continuously growing and evolving and they're not just doing the same stuff that they've done in the past. They're trying new things. They're trying to improve the show always, and I'm in full support of it. I mean, geez, I grew up listening to LL Cool J and now LL Cool J's there, that was cool. Then you look over, you've got Will.i.am, who's an incredible artist.